In this video, this is the hottest goddamn airport lounge I've ever been to in my life. Steph and I are going to 3 different airport lounges in one 24-hour period.
I did not expect to find this in France.
Roughly 36 hours ago, Steph and I were sitting on my couch in our apartment in Amsterdam. Since then, we've gone through 4 different countries and eaten at 3 different airport lounges and have arrived in Brisbane, Australia. This is the first airport lounge. We've already finished 2 or 3 of these, so get ready for some wild reviewing. This is the first dish at the first airport lounge. Caveat. We're catching a European to European flight, so this is the Schengen Airport Lounge, KLM's flagship. What the fuck, KLM? This is a ghetto. Lift your game. It's a shame we're not in their main lounge because it's a lot nicer. This is yellow chicken curry. It looks like an airline meal has been repurposed as lounge food. So I have low expectations, even lower taste buds. Let's get in and let's have a bite. Nom 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 nom. Overcooked vegetables, textureless chicken, carrot that resembles a bomb has erupted. That's average. Luckily, the lounges in Singapore are fantastic. We're going there in 2 lounges time, so stay with us because the food gets a lot better the further we get to Australia.
Limited options for me, but I don't care because there's always wine. Cheers! I have roasted vegetables 2 types, mostly carrots, pumpkin, and potatoes. And here, something that I think is tofu. And a little bit of food to taste. Okay, I'm trying it. It's dry, shitty, tasteless. I'm ready for the next lounge.
Bonus round. I used to come to this airport a lot and to this lounge a lot for work. I've never ever seen the food kiosk open that I just saw was open. This is my bonus round. It's endive stew with chicken meatballs and a cheese roll, or in Dutch, a kaasbroodje. I'm going to start off with a kaasbroodje, save that interesting looking dog balls to last. Let's start with the cheese. Exactly like a normal supermarket kaasbroodje. It's cheap, cheesy bread with more cheese spread on top, put in the oven, grilled to perfection. I like it with tomato sauce, but that's vloeken in de krook, which means fucking in the kitchen or something weird that the Dutch say, onto these testicles because I love balls. It looks like we have a scoop of mashed potato, 2 balls that were cooked several hours ago, served on really wilted iceberg lettuce. I'm going to start with the mash and endive sauce. Salty, that's all I can taste. Salt and some sort of sweetness. Let's have one of these chicken balls. 3, 2, 1. It's like, if you haven't watched my Dutch snack bar food video yet, you should, because it's the funniest thing on the internet. It's like one of those balls, but chicken. So it's halal and friendly for all religions. Fun fact, our flight was delayed, so we've drunk even more booze than when we first saw you at the KLM airport, so get ready. I'm excited. Second airport lounge, and we are at the Air France lounge. It is significantly less ghetto than what we saw before. I have 2 dishes so far. Beef bourguignon, classic French dish. Look at that. There's some bread, soft, ultra soft bread, and then we have mashed potato with Jerusalem artichoke and something called old-fashioned sausage. Let's start with this mashed potato and sausage because that looks pretty unique, unlike anything I've seen. Let's start with this mash. 3, 2, 1. Potato-y, salty. You can taste that it's fresh mashed potato. The quality is already above the KLM lounge. Let's see what these sausages are saying. You can sort of make out the chunks in the actual sausage there. They come apart in your mouth amongst the mincemeat next to the beef bourguignon, which is how the French pronounce bourguignon. You can see that there's a rich, thick gravy. There's bits of beef, hopefully slow braised and ultra tender. And then this sort of weird sloppy bread. So I'm going to have a little bit of that, and let's have a mouthful of beef bourguignon. Beef is fall apart tender. That stock is rich. There's red wine, there's celery, onion, garlic. The carrot's very soft, and that beef, oh my god, that beef. Let's try and see if we can show you that beef. Look at that, soft, big bits of beef, ultra tender. The bread's really delicate and fluffy. There appears to be some sort of carrot or something running through it. It falls apart. There's a nice crust on it. It is France after all, so there's about 50 billion types of bread over there. I'm going to finish off this and come back to you if I find anything more special. Chin chin.
I did not expect to find this in France. A vegan burger. It looks like just a lot of veggies. Seems pretty still, the bread, or just toasted, but let's see. No sauce, nothing. Might be very dry, might be the best burger I've ever had in an airport, so let's see. I just had to take a sip of water because it's actually pretty dry. But the patty itself is tasty enough. I think mostly tastes like onions and sun-dried tomatoes. I must say this is one of the better and most creative things I've had in an airport lounge. So can't complain.
This is the hottest goddamn airport lounge I've ever been to in my life. It was so hot that I had to drink a cola instead of a beer because I was perspiring. This is the signature dessert from Air France. It is a chocolate mousse with a biscuit de gour, and I'm gonna have a try. Cuts quite easy, goes down the hatch even easier. It's smooth, it's chocolatey, it's moussey, it's a signature, all wrapped up in a very well-shaped cube.
We've gone one step up, but I'm sure that the next airport is going to be more promising, so stay tuned.
We are up to hour 15 of our travels, and we are at the third and final airport lounge. Our entry drinks served at the reception area. There is an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic, both in equally fun colours. Yum, fun colours. We have 2 dishes from the hot, ready-made counter. There's much more to come, so this is just a taste. This is a prawn salad, which we're going to start with. We're going to get the prawn, some of this onion, and some cucumber. Fresh basil, a little bit of heat from some freshly shredded chilies, fresh onions on top, some really big bits of red onion there, which are giving it a nice fragrant freshness. That's a good little snack for round number 1.
This is the biggest airport haul that I've ever had. A lot of vegetables. Look at that. Roasted cauliflower, couscous, chickpea salad, pasta salad with mushrooms, and green beans with garlic. And I need some food because I'm exhausted and hungry. Let's start with the cauliflower. Can't go wrong with roasted cauliflower. It's topped with raisins, nice smoky, and cold by the way, because it's come from the salad bar. Next up, simple chickpea salad. I must say there was a lot of tomatoes in there as well. I left it behind. Just chickpeas for me and red onion. Fresh and garlicky, nothing special. Good in-betweener. Pink. Couscous. Pink. Wow. Couscous. Never had that before. Let's give it a try. It's cool when it's vibrant as it looks. It tastes like absolutely nothing. Thankfully, I have more to try. Ooh, lekker. Next and final hot item. Green beans in oil and garlic. Crunchy, great combo for me.
We're currently in the Qantas Airline Lounge, which is the Australian national carrier, and everyone knows the Australian national carrier signature dish is chicken laksa, and that's exactly what I've got sitting in front of me. Big bits of what looks to be tofu, egg, chicken, and some little noodles mixed throughout. This one is fragrant, smelly. I'm excited for this one. Let's get in there. 3, 2, 1. Deep coconut, some fish sauce. Those noodles are nice and bouncy. The tofu is really good. Unreal first round from the airport lounge. Next round of food from the hot section. The all-day 24-hour dining is butter chicken. It's fucking not. It looks like red curry. Let's be honest. But looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book. Other profound statements here. Let's have a little bite of this. Singapore does have a big Indian population, so it stands to reason that good butter chicken could be available. This is not good butter chicken. The chicken's nice and tender and very soft. The sauce isn't super rich. The rice is well cooked. Still some of the better food we've had so far. That might be all for me. I'm going to check out the dessert menu. We might see it soon, we might not. Let's see. Adios. Ciao. Bye.
We safely made it to Brisbane. I'm happy we're out of all the airports and out of airport life, airplanes, blah, 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 blah. Thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for a lot of adventures.